Okay. You released In the Meantime in July, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like very, very, very personal. Like, how did this project even come together? Because we were talking and you mentioned the songs were a few years old.
Yeah.
So how did this come together?
So I've been writing music since I was little. But I wrote Again and Living in the Now in the same year. I think it was like 2016, maybe even earlier than that. And like I was just going through a lot of like difficult times in my life. I had like my first little puppy love relationship and everything, and it didn't go so well. And like my dad had left, and there was just a lot of changes in my life around that time. So Again was for that puppy love and everything.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that first puppy love, you know. And then Living in the Now is definitely the most personal song to me on the entire EP, because that was a huge part of my healing.
Yeah.
When my dad left and everything, like broken promises, that's all right, because I'm still sleeping, safe and sound at night. So it was just kind of, I was hurting real bad. And so it was very important and crucial for me that I was able to express that.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, were the songs like a connected moment, or were they like different stories?
They're connected in a way. Fucked Up was recorded or was written like, it was not that long ago. Fucked Up was like written in 2021, and then we recorded in 2022. So they're kind of connected in a way. Again was like when I was still wanting to pursue that relationship. Fucked Up was when I was like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
And then Living in the Now was just kind of like me. It was like my release of being like, I'm present. I'm with myself, and I have myself, and I don't really need all of that extra.
What track challenged you the most creatively?
I would probably say Again, because when I first wrote it, it was in a completely different style, and I really didn't like the song, and everybody loved the song when I played it for them, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I liked the words and everything, but I just didn't like the way that it sounded. And there's an early recording of me performing it when I had first written it on like the ukulele. And
Jack Johnson.
Yeah. Love some Jack Johnson. But I just didn't like it. And then I went to the studio and I was like, I just want it to sound a little bit more upbeat. And we kind of reworked it, and it came out all right. So
what's something that listeners might not notice on the first listen that you like intentionally put into the music?
I'd say probably the outros on Again and Living in the Now. They kind of like have that like little fade out if you listen to the end.
That's dope.
Yeah, I liked that little accent on there.
I love them details that people put on their projects. It makes you want to listen to the music even more instead of that skimming through type of vibe. You just really sit and listen with the project, which is something that I did, which is why I wished it was longer, because it felt like, man, these 3 songs, like you just want to keep the story going. So is there a full-length project in the works? Are you in the process of doing an album?
So I'm actually working on 3 albums right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
sound like Jean P. the MC.
Yeah.
Keeping busy. I'm always,
Yeah, so I've got 3 projects on the table right now. I'm trying to break them down and record one at a time, but I work best when I've got multiple things to jump back and forth from. So yeah, there's many more music.
Different moods, different concepts.
Yeah, definitely. So all three albums have like different moods and different genres. So I always hate, like, people always tell me, they're like, you sing really good country, and I'm like, I'm not a
They just put that
singer.
label on you already. Yeah.
And I like singing country, you know what I mean? I like a little country here and there, and I'm gonna make some country music and everything, but people always try and like box me in, and it's like, no, if I want to sing heavy metal one day and then I want to do a ballad the next, then I'm gonna do that. So
heavy metal?
Yeah.
You would try that?
I would.
Really?
Yeah, for the one time.
Some screamo?
Yeah. Maybe not like
Yeah, we got made.
Maybe not like Sleeping with Sirens. Maybe like Paramore, like, you know.
I made a TikTok about Beyonce. I like do my music takes sometimes, and I was noticing how the country genre was going a little hard on her in the midst of her doing all this stuff with Cowboy Carter. There were like purists in country who were saying that wasn't like real country per se because of who she was. And I was just like, man, you know, you got to respect the fact that somebody, an African American woman, brought attention to a genre that we kind of knew, but we never really looked at until like Beyonce did it.
Yeah.
So like, are there any other genres that you would try other than, obviously, like joking around, heavy metal, but are there ones that you really want to try other than what people know you for usually?
Definitely, I love reggae. I'm a big fan of reggae. And then just like jazz. I really like jazz. So I just want to like dip my feet in a little bit of everything. Definitely do a little country here and there, you know, but a little bit of everything for me.